Yes, good evening everyone. This is Santu Shahu and you are watching Shahu's tutorial. Do join quickly. I hope that you are all well and you must be sailing in the sea of life by the grace of Almighty. So please do join quickly. I'll be covering some MCQ questions, a kind of quick mock test session for the upcoming CUT PG and GATE exam. Do join quickly. I'm waiting for all of you. No, it isn't it. I'm waiting for all of you. Please do join. I think I am clearly audible. Am I clearly audible to everyone? Will you please confirm once? Am I clearly audible to everyone? How are you all? Make sure to subscribe the channel as well. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And we can begin the session here. Good evening. And we can begin the session here. And here is your first question actually. That man is born free. Man is born free, but alas, he is everywhere in chains. Man is born free, but alas, he is everywhere in chains. These are the famous words. By whom or words of whom? Plato, Socrates, Thomas Hobbes, or Jean-Jacques Rousseau? Exactly. Man is born free, but alas, he is everywhere in chains. Is a famous quotation, and this quotation actually the beginning line of this work, that is the social contract by Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Okay, remember that. Jean-Jacques Rousseau's famous work, the social contract, is beginning like this. Now, reflections on the revolution in France and on the proceedings in certain societies. Reflection on the revolution in France, that was published in the year 1790. This was the work of whom? Gibbon, Burke, Coleridge, Paine, Paine. Who wrote this work, Reflection on the revolution in France and on the proceedings? So the main name of the work, that is Reflection on the Revolution, published in 1790, is a work by whom? It's by Edmund Burke. Reflections on the Revolution is a work published in 1790. It's a work by Burke is writing. Exactly. Edmund Burke is writing this work. Very good. Chalo. Next question. Next question is from Indian aesthetic actually. What is the Sanskrit name of Abhinav Gupta's treatise? The famous Sanskrit book written by Abhinav Gupta. Your options are Tantra Shastra, Tantra Loka, Tantra Viveka, or Tantra Nava. Which one is the famous Sanskrit treatise of Abhinav Gupta? This is a question from Indian aesthetic. Is it Abhinav Gupta is writing Tantra Loka? Tantra Loka is actually a work by Abhinav Gupta. It's not Tantra Viveka. Tantra Loka is the right answer. Chalo. Next question from Indian aesthetic. Okay. Who is credited with creating Dhani theory? Dhvani. Who is credited with creating the Dhani theory? Your options are Abhinav Gupta, Ananda Vardhana, Daniel H. Ingalls, and Avanti Burman. Who is creating or who is credited with creating Dhani theory. Dhani is Anandavardhana. Excellent, Saurabh. It's Anandavardhana is credited with creating Dhani theory. Got it? And he actually wrote that. And Dhani meaning what? Dhani means sound. What? Dhani means sound or resonance actually. Hmm. So this is also a question from Indian aesthetic. So Anandavardhana Dhani, whereas here Abhinav Gupta is writing the treatise Tantra Loka. Remember that. Now there is another important writer exactly that is Kuntaka from Indian aesthetic. Kuntaka, Kuntaka, Kuntaka. So for what theories or for which theory Kuntaka is remembered? Proposing the theory of Alankara or advocating the use of Sanskrit in literature? Very good. Introducing the concept of Bhakroti Siddhant or developing the theory of Rasa aesthetics. Here, Kuntaka is remembered. Excellent. Excellent, Saurav. It introducing the concept of Bhakroti Siddhant. Exactly. Very good. And Riya as well. So, very good. Chalo. Here is your next question. Who wrote Ode to France? Ode to France under the influence of French Revolution. Coleridge, Blake, Shelley, Byron. Who is writing this ode? Ode to France is written by whom? Ode to France, Coleridge, Blake, Shelley. No. Coleridge, Blake, Shelley, Byron. Who is writing under the influence of French Revolution? France and Ode is actually written by Coleridge. Sorry, it's Coleridge. Coleridge is writing this work. Remember that. And it was written in 1798. The poem describes his development from supporting the French Revolution that took place in 1789 to his feelings betrayal when they invaded Switzerland. Okay, I'll be coming with. You have enough time, at least you have 35 to 40 days, isn't it? So I'll be coming with comparative literature translation studies as well. Okay. Not an issue, I'll be coming within the upcoming days. In which of his poems Shelley is denouncing all the forces of tyranny and oppression represented by kings and priests. Okay. In which poems of Shelley he is actually denouncing what? Denouncing all the forces of tyranny and oppression represented by kings and priests. Option Alistair, Queen Mab, Adonis, the revolt of Islam. The revolt of Islam. Alistair, Queen Mab, Adonis, the revolt of Islam. Revolt of Islam is the work where revolt of Islam exactly. Okay. In which of his poems Shelley is denouncing all the forces of tyranny and oppression represented by kings and priests. That is the revolt of Islam is the work. Got it? Now tell me, which famous writer in India did win Sahitya Academy Award, Padma Bhushan Award, Padma Vibhushan Awards, Gyanpid Award as well? Your options are Amitav Ghosh, Amrita Pritam, then you have Anita Desai and Kiran Desai. Who is getting all these prize? Which female writer in India did win Academy Award, exactly. Sahitya Academy, Gyanpith, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan. All these four awards were received or given to. These awards were given to whom? Given to Amrita Pritam. And what is the famous long poem by Amrita Pritam? Will anyone please tell me which one is the long poem, which is actually a magnum opus by Amrita Pritam? Do you remember a long poem that is starting with S? Amrita Pritam's famous work, Sunhead, Sunehade. Sunhead is the long poem, a magnum opus work by Amrita Pritam. And even Amrita Pritam is also known for the work called Pinjar. Pinjar. Chalo. Now, uh, that is for which novel did Amitabh Ghosh refuse what? Refuse Commonwealth Writers Prize. कॉमनवेल्थ राइटर्स प्राइज को रिफ्यूज किया था अमिताभ घोष ने फॉर व्हिच नॉवेल अमिताभ घोष डिड रिफ्यूज कॉमनवेल्थ राइटर्स प्राइज योर ऑप्शंस द शैडो लाइन्स द ग्लास पैलेस इनमें से शैडो लाइन्स द ग्लास पैलेस फॉर व्हिच वर्क and in the glass palace we have the famous protagonist is Rajkumar Raha. Exactly, got it, got it. Godot, Ria, absolutely right. Saurabh as well. Glass palace, who is the protagonist? The protagonist is actually Rajkumar Raha. Remember that. Rajkumar Raha is the protagonist. An Outline of Psychoanalysis is a work published in 1940. Who wrote? An Outline of Psychoanalysis is a work published in 1940. Who wrote this work? An Outline of Psychoanalysis. No, no, it's not Carl Jung. It's Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud is writing an outline of psychoanalysis published in 1940. Got it? Sigmund Freud. Exactly, it's Sigmund Freud is the right answer. Sigmund Freud. Whereas the structure and the dynamics of the psyche, Guru, remember that the structure and the dynamics of the psyche, published in 1960, is a work that is written by Carl Jung. Carl Jung is writing the structure and the dynamics of the psyche, published in 1960. Okay, okay, Griya, definitely, definitely. Okay, I'll be giving you the option now. Who has given touchstone method? Touchstone method. And any idea what is touchstone method? Which critic? Which 19th century poet and critic? Matthew Arnold. In which book? In which book he has given this? In which book he has given this? Study of Poetry, that was published in the year 1880. 1880. Touchstone. Touchstone is actually for detecting the presence or absence of high poetic quality. That is actually when you take or compare one text with another text. Maybe you are using one word of a text with another text. That is Taston method. It's not only related to poetry. Precious metals means that is actually Touchstone method, study of poetry. It's not only related to poetry, even it is in any text. You can apply it in any text. चलो next question है. It's a comparative method of criticism. Touchstone method means comparative method of criticism. ठीक है? And comparative literature first. I think it was first used by that is our Matthew Arnold for CUT-PG. Comparative literature here. Comparative. That is Matthew Arnold for the first time had introduced this. Remember that in 1880 this work, that is your the study of poetry. When you are judging a poet's work properly, a critic should compare it to passages taken from works of great masters, and in comparing masters of poetry, and that this passage should be applied as touched into other poetry. But even you can also take another even prose also can be done also, but especially he has talked about poetry. But A Strange and Sublime Address is a work by. Strange and Sublime Address is an award-winning novel by whom? A Strange and Sublime Address is a work by Amitabh Ghosh, Amit Chaudhary. A Strange and Sublime Address is a work by Amitabh Ghosh, Amit Chaudhary. It's Amit Chaudhary. Exactly. Hmm. Hmm. Which novel of Anita Desai has two settings? Which novel of Anita Desai has two settings? One is India, another one is America. Options are Cry the Peacock, Fasting Feasting, In Custody, Clear Light of the Day. Two setting: Fasting Feasting, Cry the Peacock, Clear Light of Day. Fasting and feasting. Exactly. India and America. Who is writing that Poison Bread? Dalit writing Poison Bread. Exactly, Shruti got it. Poison Bread. Poison Bread. Poison Bread is a work by no. Arjun Dangal, Namadav Dhassal, Baburao Bagal. Who is writing? Or B.R. Ambedkar. The Poison Bread is actually a work, first anthology on Dalit literature, that is by Arjun Dangal. It's by Arjun Dangal. Arjundangle. Arjun Dangal is writing here the Poison Bread. Interpreter of melodies and unaccustomed earth. These are short story collection by which writer? Options are Anita Nayar, Anita Desai, and you have Jhumpa Lahiri. Who is writing here? Unaccustomed earth and interpreter of melodies. That is very good. These are short story collection by Jhumpa Lahiri. Very good. Well done, all of you. For which work Amit Chaudhary has got the Sahitya Academy Award in 2000. So Amit Chaudhary has got Sahitya Academy Award in the year 2000. Okay. For which work? Amit Chaudhary. who is also writing A Strange and Sublime Address. A Strange and Sublime Address is a work by Amit Chaudhary. He has got Sahitya Academy Award in 2000. For which work he got? It's a new world. Remember that. A new world. No, it's not Strange and Sublime Address. Strange and Sublime Address is another important work by him, where Avi is actually a character. Here we have a new world. A new world is a work where we have Akash is a character. Akash is a character. It's a novel. It's a novel. It's a novel. For which novel? It's a new world. A new world is a novel actually. Novel. Okay, you're talking about that new world. No, it's not dystopian thing. The next question is that for which work Mahesh Dattani is getting Sahitya Academy Award? For which work Mahesh Dattani is getting Sahitya Academy Award? By New World by Amit Chaudhary, na? Finance Solution, exactly. It's by Final Solution. Mahesh Dattani is getting Sahitya Academy Award in the year 1998. Where? In the year 1998. Remember that. In 2000, Amit Chaudhary is getting Sahitya Academy Award for what? For A New World. And in 1998, Mahesh Dattani is getting Sahitya Academy Award for the work Final Solution and other plays. Final Solutions and other plays. Also remember that Final Solution, the backdrop of this work, that is the Final Solution, is that communal riots as a result of the destruction of Babri Mosque. Okay, we find the communal riots as a result of the destruction of what? Babri Mosque. In which work of Mahesh Dattani we find a theme of organ replacement. Organ replacement. We have another important novel by Manjula Padmanabhan, where organ is selling. Here, okay, I'm telling you the option here. Bravely for the Queen. Then you have Tara. Bravely for the Queen, Tara, and 7 Steps Around the Fire. Bravely for the Queen, 7 Steps Around the Fire. Exactly, it's Tara. Tara is a work by Mahesh Dattani where we find the theme of organ selling. Organ selling. Okay. Sorry, organ replacement. Organ replacement. That is Tara. And tell me the novel that is by Manjula Padmanabhan where organ is being sold. What was the name of the work? Even earlier in my previous videos in Harvest, exactly. It's Harvest is the work. Harvest, we find that organ is sold, whereas in Tara, organ is being replaced. Which play of Mahesh Dattani is about the plight of the eunuchs? Plight of the eunuchs. Which play of Mahesh Dattani is about the plight of the eunuchs? Options are 7 Steps Around the Fire, Tara, Bravely for the Queen. Plight of the eunuchs, that is actually 7 Steps Around the Fire. 7 Steps Around the Fire. It's actually about the flight of the eunuchs by Mahesh Dattani. 7 steps around the pearl. Exactly. Got it, Shruti, Saurabh, everyone. Excellent. Excellent. For which work? For which work? Exactly. Very good. Very good, Tapati. So here, for which, who is the first person of Indian origin to win the Booker Prize? First person of Indian origin to win the Booker Prize. And the name of the work is, I'm telling you, In a Free State. It was published in the year 1971. Indian origin, 1971. Who is the first person? Exactly. Indian origin to win exactly the Booker Prize. That is V.S. Naipaul for his work In a Free State, published in 1971. In a Free State. Remember that, Guru. Which novel of R.K. Narayan was first published in Great Britain? Okay. First published in Great Britain. Which novel of R.K. Narayan was first published in Great Britain? Your options are an English teacher, The Dark Room, then you have The Guide, Swami and Friends. No, Tapati, it's actually The Dark Room, where Savitri and her husband, Savitri, Savitri's husband actually does not love her, and here is the psychological trauma of Savitri. The Dark Room, first published in Great Britain. Tales from Firozabad is a short story collection. Who is writing? Tales from Firozabad, a short story collection. Who wrote this work? Tales from Firozabad. The writer of that is Family Matters, such a long journey. Exactly, very good, Godot. It's Tales from Firozabad is a work, a short story collection by Rohinton Mystery. Very good. Now tell me, Godot and Saurabh, and those who are watching, Riya and Tapati, what is the other name? Tales from Firozabad. What is the other name of this collection of short story by Rohinton Mystery? I even can't remember the exact name actually, sorry, exact name, but it starts with swimming, like that, okay? Swimming, like that. Swimming lesson or like that. Such a long journey is actually such a long journey. Family Matters. These are novels, and here Tales from Firozabad is collection of stories, and swimming lesson is the other name of this short story. It starts with swimming. Chalo. Rohinton Mystery won Commonwealth Writers Prize. Okay. Rohinton Mystery won Commonwealth Writers Prize for which work? Such a long journey, Family Matters, or which work? Such a long journey. That is set on the backdrop of Indo-Pak. Very good, well done, got it. On the backdrop of the Indo-Pak War of 1971. Such a long journey. Okay, here is a non-fictional work. Here is a non-fictional work that is named as The Jaguar Smile. The Jaguar Smile, a Nicaraguan journey. The Jaguar Smile, a Nicaraguan journey. Who is writing this non-fictional work? V.S. Naipaul or That is your Salman Rushdie. B.S. Naifal, Salman Rushdie. Now tell me. The Jaguar Smile, a Nicaraguan Journey. Hmm. Exactly, exactly. It's by Salman Rushdie. The novel of V.S. Naipaul, that is A Bend in the River. A Bend in the River. Okay. It's set in which country? France, America, Australia, Africa. Where does the novel called A Bend in the River by V.S. Naipaul? Mhm. Remember that the two novels by V.S. Naipaul, that is Gadila and that is A Bend in the River, Manohar Malgankar शायद A Bend in the Ganges by, I think it's by मनोहर मालगनकर. एक बार चेक कर लेना, ठीक है. A Bend in the River by V.S. Naipaul. A Bend in the Ganges, exactly it's by मनोहर मालगनकर. ठीक है, remember that. मनोहर मालगनकर is writing A Bend in the Ganges. Hmm. Hmm. So the two novel, that is Gorilla and A Bend in the River by V.S. Naipaul, set in Africa. Remember that. Set in Africa. I am hungry. I am hungry and I want a meal. I am hungry and I want a meal. This is the opening line of which work of this Indian famous novelist Kamala Markandeya. I am hungry. I want a meal. Kamala Markandeya's novel. A handful of rice. Which is the other novel written by Kamala Markandeya? Which are the other novel written by Kamala Markandeya? So it's actually A Handful of Rice is a work by Kamala Markandeya, and this is opening with the line here that I am hungry, I want a meal. Got it? Radagun. Okay. Radagun or Rajagun in Bengali. It's which play of I told the answer actually. जो भी है, for which novel did Arun Joshi, the Indian existentialist writer, won Sahitya Academy Award? Arun Joshi is winning Sahitya Academy Award for which work? The most famous one, that is the Librenith. That is the Librenith. Librenith is the work. Okay, the last Librenith is the work by Arun Joshi, and he is winning Sahitya Academy Award for this work. Now tell me, you all told that A Bend in the Ganges is a work by Manohar Malgankar. The epigraph, okay, of this novel, that is A Bend in the Ganges, has been taken from an Indian epic. Now tell me, like the session, this is a fantastic question. Okay, tell me that A Bend in the Ganga is a work by Manohar Malgankar. Here the epigraph of this novel has been taken from Ramayana, exactly. The Indian epic Ramayana. At Bend in the Ganges, they paused to take a look at the land they were living. This is the epigraph. At a bend in the Ganges, they paused to take a look at land they were living. So the epigraph has been taken from Ramayana. Which is the other important novel of Manohar Malgankar? That is the Distant Drum. Distant Drum, published in 1960. You have the Sea Hawk, Life and Battles of Kanhaji, Angry. Then a Combat of Shadows as well, Spy in Amber. An important novel is The Devil's Wind. Okay, now tell me, in which novel of Manohar Malgankar we find there is the representation, the life of Nana Sahib, representation of Nana Sahib, or representing the life of Nana Sahib, in which work of Manohar Malgankar we find this. Options are The Princess, A Bend in the Ganges, Spy in Amber, and The Devil's Wind. कहाँ पे? It's the important one. Two important novel. A Bend in the Ganges, and another one is The Devil's Wind. The Devil's Wind. The Devil's Wind. Each based on the life of Peshwa Nana Sahib. Exactly. Exactly. It's a historical novel. It's a historical novel. It is talking about Nana Sahib, the last heir of Peshwa of Maratha Confederacy. Exactly. Who played a leading role in the 1857, that is war of the first war of independence. That is the Sepoy Mutiny. Sepoy Mutiny in 1857. Now tell me, in which year Northrop Frye's work, that is Anatomy of Criticism, published? Anatomy of Criticism by Northrop Frye was published in which year? I even earlier told that in 1857 we have Sepoy Mutiny, the first war of independence, add 100 with 1857. Then you are getting 1957. So in 1957, the important work by Northrop Frye, the Canadian critic, the important work is published, Anatomy of Criticism, 1957. Very good. Well done. Well done. This is how you can connect, you can create your own. Exactly, Saurabh. Whole acronym like that. Chalo. Now, who is known as Eats of Indian Poetry? Eats of, that is William Butler Yeats. Eats of Indian Poetry. Options are Michael Madhusudan Dutt, Sarojini Naidu, Sri Aurobindo, Nizam Ezekiel, who is known as Eats of India. Eats of Indian Poetry. Eats of Indian Poetry. Sarojini Naidu, and I told that Michael Madhusudan Dutt. Then you have exactly, I'm getting the answer here. Saurabh. Exactly. Very good. It's Sarojini Naidu. Go to remember that. Sampriti as well, and those who are watching. Tapati, are you there? So it's Sarojini Naidu, who is being referred as Eats of India. And who is here giving this title? It is V.K. Gokak. V.K. Gokak. Gokak. K.A.K. V.K. Gokak has conferred this title on Sarojini Naidu. Okay. Which novel of Raja Rao? Which novel of Raja Rao? Yeah, yeah, I know. Your guessing power is so strong actually. I found that even in the previous videos, I also found that if you are really guessing, then your guessing power is very, very strong. And I found that 90% of your guessing are correct actually. Definitely you will be going to crack CUTPG. Yes. Here is your next question. Hmm. Which novel of Raja Rao is set against the backdrop of Bengal famine of 1942? Bengal famine of 1942. Bengal famine of 19 G-O G-O G-O-K-A-K G-O-K-A-K. Raja Rao, the novel that is The Cat and Shakespeare. The Cat and Shakespeare is the work that is set against the backdrop of Bengal famine that took place in 1942. Hmm. Got it? Now the film Junoon. Okay, the film Junoon. Uh, the film Junoon is based on a famous literary work by Ruskin Bond. Which work is that? The film Junoon, G-O-K-A-K, जो भी है, the film Junoon, okay, the film Junoon is based on a work by Ruskin Bond. Which work is this? Oh, very good, very good, very good. A Flight of Pigeons. Exactly. This is the work that is based on the film Junoon. Which novel of R.K. Narayan has self-destruction as its theme? Self-destruction as its theme. Which novel of R.K. Narayan? Self-destruction as its theme. Self-destruction as its theme. थप्पड़ मार के, ठीक है. The Man Eaters of Malgudi, exactly. The Man Eaters of Malgudi were Vasu, V-A-S-U. Vasu is actually the self-destructor by slapping on himself. We have Man Eaters of Kumayan. Who is writing this work? Man Eaters of Kumayan. Here it is Man Eaters of Malgudi by R.K. Narayan, where Vasu is the character, V-A-S-U. Vasu is the character. We have Man Eaters of Kumayan is a work by, एक नेशनल पार्क भी है उसका नेम पे. वी हैव अ नेशनल पार्क on that writer. Man Eaters of Kumayan, that is Jim Corbett. Jim Corbett is writing The Man Who Touched the Kumaon. I think Kumaon, like that. Jim Corbett, exactly. It's Jim Corbett is writing The Man Who Touched the Kumaon. Very good, very good. Corbett National Park. Yeah, exactly. Very good. Very, 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 very good. Chalo. The poem Relationship is a work by which Odisha writer? The poem Relationship is a work by which Odisha writer? The first Indian poet to receive Sahitya Academy Award. Jayanta Mahapatra. Exactly, relationship. Relations, I earlier told relation is a work by A.K. Ramanujan, whereas relationship is a work by Jayanta Mahapatra. And Jayanta Mahapatra was the first Indian poet to receive this prestigious Sahitya Academy Award. Very good. To whom R.K. Narayan has dedicated his work, The English Teacher, that is based on Savitri Satyavan myth. The novel, that is The English Teacher, very good, excellent, excellent, excellent. That is to his wife, okay, to his wife Rajam. English Teacher is dedicated to his wife Rajam. Very good. Which novel of Raja Rao was originally written in English but published in French? Which novel of Raja Rao was originally written in English but published in French? Where Padmanabha Iyer. Padmanabha Iyer is actually a character. Padmanabha Iyer is a character there. Padmanabha Iyer is actually a character. No, no. Across the Black Waters is actually a novel. The first Indian novel set in the backdrop of World War One. Across the Black Water is actually set in the backdrop of World War One. The only novel that is set across the backdrop of सावित्री सत्यबेन. सावित्री सत्यबेन जो होता है ना, मतलब उसका हस्बैंड मर जाने के बाद सावित्री जाके कहाँ पे हेवन पे जाके उसको लेके आता है, जीवित करके लेके आता है. दैट इज सावित्री सत्यवान मिथ. सावित्री सत्यवान मिथ. SAVITRI, Savitri Satyavan. Across the Black Water is a Mulk by Mulk Raj, but my point is that Across the Black Water is actually the only novel that's set in the backdrop of World War One. That was the thing that I was trying to say. And Satyavan is actually SATAYAVAN. Got it? Go to Savitri Satyavan myth. And it's Comrade Kirillov. Comrade Kirillov. COMRAD. Comrade Kirillov. KIRILLOV. Comrade Kirillov is actually the novel which was written in English but published in French, where we have the protagonist Padmanabha Iyer. Padmanabha Iyer is the protagonist. Padmanabha Iyer is the protagonist. Okay, here is another Comrade Kirillov. Exactly, Comrade Kirillov, LOV. Now we have which novel of Bhavani Bhattacharya is said during the Chinese invasion of India in 1962. Chinese invasion of India in 1962. A novel by Bhavani Bhattacharya is depicting this incident. That also won Bhavani Bhattacharya Sahitya Academy Award. That is Shadows from Ladakh, Cry of the Peacock. That is actually by Anita Desai. Where we have Maya is the psychological novel. Here Shadows from Ladakh is the work. Exactly, Shruti. Well done. It's Shadows from Ladakh. For this work, Bhavani Bhattacharya won Sahitya Academy Award. Hmm. Now, I told that A Bend in the River is a work by V.S. Naipaul. Okay. Which British novelist had influenced V.S. Naipaul to write A Bend in the River? A Bend in the River is a work by V.S. Naipaul. My question is that which British novelist? Okay, we have options like D.H. Lawrence, Jane Austen, Daniel Defoe, and we have Henry Fielding. It's Daniel Defoe. No, sorry. No. It's not Daniel Defoe. I'm not giving this option here. Joseph Conrad. It's none of them actually. Joseph Conrad's none of them actually. It's none of them is the right answer here. Here, Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness. Okay, Joseph Conrad Heart of Darkness has influenced V.S. Naipaul. None of them actually. Joseph Conrad's The Heart of Darkness has inspired V.S. Naipaul to write A Pen in the River. Okay, here is a magazine called Tomorrow. Here is a magazine called Tomorrow. Who is associated with this magazine? R.K. Narayan, Mulkraj Anand, and R.K. Narayan, Mulkraj Anand, and Raja Rao. Tell me. Heart of Darkness, Congo, Africa, Congo River. Raja Rao, Tomorrow, it's Raja Rao. Okay. Identify the magazine that is associated with Raja Rao. That is actually Tomorrow. Tomorrow is the magazine that is Raja Rao associated with. Mark, M-A-R-G, M-A-R-G, Mark is the magazine that is associated with which novelist? Mulkraj Anand, R.K. Narayan. Then we have Girish Karnad. Mulkraj Anand. Yeah, exactly. I told that M से M. Mulkraj Anand, Mark. ठीक है? M-A-R-G, Mark. Very, very good. Very, very good. Okay. Now here is another important word, that is by heat and dust. HID. Heat and dust is the famous novel winning the novelist both Booker Prize as well as Oscar. I'm not sure about that, but maybe, but I think that but I know that they are associated with this magazine. When they are associated, probably they are the editors. I'm not fully sure about that. Okay, so we have that is the novel called Hidden Dust. Winning the novelist, very good, well done, Godot. Winning her both Booker Prize and Oscar. That is Ruth Parvarja. Ruth Parvarja is the right answer. Very good, very good. Well done. Bombay. Bombay is described as barbaric city. Barbaric city sick with storms. In one of the poems of Nizam Ezekiel, which poem is this? The city Bombay is being described as barbaric and sick. Which poem is this? A morning walk, a morning walk, sojourn tree, then इनमें से बोलो. A morning walk. A morning walk by Nizam Ezekiel, where the city of Bombay is depicted as barbaric and sick. Okay, I told that tomorrow is the magazine that is associated with Raja Rao. Now my next question is that which Indian novel is ending with this word tomorrow? Very, very, very important question and a very informative question. Now tell me, which Indian novel is ending with the word tomorrow? And in the previous questions, I discussed that tomorrow is the magazine that is associated with Raja Rao. Now, next level question is a pro question. It's a novelist, female novelist. Female novelist. It's Arundhati Roy's work, that is The God of Small Things. The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy is ending with the word tomorrow. Got it? What is the no Sampriti? It is actually The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy is ending with the word tomorrow. Got it? Chalo. What is the other title? What is the other title of Ice Candy Man? What is the other title of Ice Candy Man? Ice Candy Man is a work by Bapsi Sidhuba. What is the other title of Ice Candyman? Cracking India. Very, very good. Excellent, excellent. And those who have not joined yet the Telegram channel, do join the Telegram channel, that is Shantu Shahu UGC net. You will be updated. You will get the update regarding the upcoming classes. Okay. Now, oh wind. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? These famous words by Shelley have been taken from which work? These are the concluding lines of Ode to the West Wind. Exactly, Saurav. O wind, if winter comes, can spring be far behind? These are the concluding line of Ode to the West Wind. Excellent, excellent. Very good. Who is writing this work? A literature of their own. British women novelists from Bronte to Lessing. That was published in the year 1977. A literature of their own. British women novelists from Bronte. Okay. Ellen Showalter, Mary Wollstonecraft, Mary Shelley, Ellen Showalter, exactly, a literature of their own, British women novelists from Bronte to Lessing, published in 1977. In which book Coleridge is coining a willing suspension of disbelief? And then a book was published in the year 1817. No, it's actually Ellen Showalter. Willing suspension of disbelief. This concept was given by Coleridge in Biography Literaria that was published in the year 1817. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. A lot of questions I have. Not able to complete everything actually. चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्वेश्चन मैं क्या करूं who uses no sorry it's not the important question actually let me okay the most important ballad collection of 18th century was relics of ancient English poetry. Who made this admirable collection? Relics of ancient English poetry. Thomas Chatterton, Rowley, Bishop Percy, James Macpherson. Relics of ancient English poetry. Yeah, it's Parsi. Hmm. Yeah, I'm getting the answer here. Sampriti, getting the answer? Yeah. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, exactly. It's Parsi. Hmm. Yeah, I can understand the slow internet connection. Hmm. Chalo. Next question is that what is the other title of She Stoops to Conquer by Oliver Goldsmith? Oliver Goldsmith's the work She Stoops to Conquer was published in 1773. What is the other title of this work? She Stoops to Conquer, published in the year 1773. The Mistakes of the Night. Now the last question is that to whom Oliver Goldsmith is dedicating this work? Here is the last question, today's last question. To whom Oliver Goldsmith is dedicating his work, that is Mistakes of a Night, She Stoops to Conquer, that is being dedicated to Samuel Johnson, Dr. Samuel Johnson. It is being dedicated to Dr. Samuel Johnson. Okay. It is being dedicated to Dr. Samuel Johnson. So I'll be ending the session here. Thank you, everyone. One request to everyone, just keep sharing with your friends, with juniors as well, and let the channel spread and enjoy free videos. And those who have not joined yet, please do join the Telegram channel, that is Santu Sahu UGC Net. Okay. Just one request, keep sharing and let the channel spread. Chalo. In the upcoming days, I am hoping in the next year actually, will coming with a digital board. Not this year. I'm planning to come with digital board next year. 2025 का प्लान है डिजिटल बोर्ड लेके आना. ठीक है. इस चैनल को बहुत बड़ा करना है. ट्रेल कोल्ड्रिज वाला क्वेश्चन. कोल्ड्रिज वाला क्वेश्चन. व्हाट वाज द क्वेश्चन? What was the question? What are the questions, Saurabh? Please do, will you please repeat? Saurabh, you remember what is the question that I talked? कोल्ड्रिज वाला क्वेश्चन क्या था मेरे को अभी मालूम नहीं. बायोग्राफी लिटरेचर था 1817 पे. एंड देन क्या था मेरे को पता नहीं, याद नहीं. 2025 में primary. Did I talk about primary imagination? Did I talk about primary imagination? No. I even forgot what I told. Yeah. Wailing, exactly. Gurud is here. Wailing suspension of disbelief was coined in which work of Coleridge? That is biography literaria. Very good. Very good, Gurud. That came in 1817. Here are some obedient ones. I hope or I wish everyone success actually in the upcoming days as well. Okay, let's end it here. Thank you, everyone. Let's end it here. Tomorrow I'll be meeting. Tada. Good night, everyone.